Hello watch fans, it's Anders here on Watch On channel. Today a review showing you what you get if you spend $300 on an automatic watch from Tissot. So of course we know Tissot. Tissot is part of the Swatch Group. They have a really long history and they're kind of in the part of Swatch Group where it's the affordable watches that Tissot produces. They have a very long heritage and history, so they're also moving a little bit upmarket. The watch comes in this classic Tissot box, red and black cardboard. You actually get a book about the company and a catalog. And this is the Tissot PRS 516. So this is a racing inspired watch. Just before we get into the watch, in one compartment here in the side you find the manual as well as the warranty cards and stuff like that. In the other side here I put the bag with the spare links from the bracelet. This is a stainless steel bracelet. So let me just show you the hang tag here with the reference number if you want to know the reference number, because these Tissot reference numbers are pretty crazy. So having a closer look at the watch here, you can see it is an automatic watch. Inside of this watch beats the Powermatic 80, which is an in-house movement from ETA, which is essentially owned by Swatch Group, which also owns Tissot, as I mentioned. So technically it's an in-house movement. The interesting thing with this movement is that they put down the beat rate to 21,600 vibrations per hour, but they also beefed up the power reserve. So you actually get 80 hours of power reserve with this watch. That's why it's called the Powermatic 80, and that's a really nice thing. 80 hours of power reserve. The watch has a day-date complication as you can see here, just besides 3 o'clock where the crown is. It has this kind of textured board style dial. Tissot 1853 printed at 12 o'clock. At 6 o'clock PRS 516 Powermatic 80 and Swiss made. Then you get these kind of syringe style hands and the yellow second hand with the T, which is kind of a trademark for Tissot. This watch comes on a stainless steel bracelet, which really surprised me because the quality is actually pretty nice with this bracelet. Always when you're looking at more affordable watches, the bracelet is often the place where the company saves some money, but this is a really nice bracelet with a butterfly clasp. Unfortunately no micro adjustments, but you do get half links, so you can adjust the bracelet pretty well. All milled metal, not stamped metal. Here you see the case back, and you see that it's very racing inspired. This is essentially a racing watch. And they also made a PRS 516 Extreme chronograph watch, which I used to own. You can see it on your screen right now, which was actually a surprisingly good watch. A little too big for my taste, but a surprisingly good watch. It is sapphire crystal, which is double treated with AR treatment on the outside and the inside. You can see it's completely flat. Also sapphire crystal with the see-through case back. The case is also made in stainless steel. You get lume application, as you can see, and as you can see on your screen right now. It's not the best lume in the world. It's very lightly applied to the watch, but it's definitely okay. Super luminova, Swiss super luminova, without being anything completely crazy. The bezel here with the timing, which kind of makes it look like a racing watch, is ceramic, so it's pretty nice. You get a ceramic bezel as well. And then you get this big signed crown with the T. It is just a pull and push crown. So you see it stops, it hacks, of course manually winding. And of course we need some dimensions. So essentially approximately 42 millimeters in diameter, thickness of approximately 13 millimeters, a lock width of 20 millimeters, and lock to lock approximately 50 millimeters. So it is on the larger side, but it's definitely not a crazy big watch. The case is made of stainless steel and lightly brushed on the sides, and then you get a nice little chamfering here on the edge, which is polished, but everything is brushed. On the bracelet you can see we get these 3 parts, all brushed except for the outer parts of the middle link, the center link, which are polished, which gives a really nice look. It is a push pin and color system, so it's definitely a little bit of a hassle to adjust, but it's not that bad compared to a lot of other bracelets, I would have preferred screws, of course. So the movement is very accurate on this watch. I'm pretty happy because you see you get approximately between 3 and 4 seconds plus a day, which is within COSC specifications. So it's really nice that they made such an accurate movement. It is kind of a gamble, but I've been really lucky with these Powermatic 80 movements. They're really doing a great job. I have owned this movement in a lot of watches and they're always performing nicely. The trade-off is of course the lower beat rate, so you get this kind of stutter with the second hand, as you can see, not the smoothness of a 28,800 vibrations 4 Hz movement you usually see with Swiss watches. So this is how the Tissot PRS 516 automatic day-date watch looks on my 17.5 to 18 centimeter in circumference wrist. You can see I can easily pull it off. It's very comfortable to wear. It's kind of on the bigger side and on the chunkier side, but it's definitely a cool sports watch. And the reason I decided to pick up this watch, I paid $299 on drop.com. They do these offers of watches, so keep an eye out for this watch. I know that it's on sale on a lot of online shops for around $300 as well, so you should be able to find this watch at that price if you're really careful and patient. The reason I bought this watch was definitely because I wanted kind of a no-fuss beater everyday sports watch with the right complications. So I think it's really nice with the day-date complication. I think they did a really nice job with inverting the colors, so it's white on black instead of black on white, because it is kind of just doing a little damage to the overall look of the dial that you have the day-date complication, but it's extremely useful. So this is kind of a watch I'm definitely going to bring on holidays and places where I really just want a watch I don't necessarily get too sad about scratching, and also a watch with the day-date complication because I always forget which date and day it is when I'm on holiday. It is a watch with a non-screw down crown, but it's water resistant to 100 meters, which is perfectly acceptable for this watch. So it is in reality a really versatile and fun sports watch. Okay, so let me sum up my pluses and my minuses with this Tissot watch. Overall, you get a lot of Swiss watch for only $300 automatic, everything Swiss made, quality sapphire crystal, ceramic bezel insert, a really nice bracelet. The lume isn't too perfect, the movement is really good. You get 80 hours of power reserve and you get a quite nice accuracy within COSC specifications. But on the negative side, I think you get kind of a confused watch. This may be a racing watch, but why is it a racing watch? You don't have any chronograph function with this, so it's more look than actually having the functionality to be a racing watch. It is kind of a strange design. I like it because it's weird, but it's kind of on the strange side with the inner part of the dial, in my opinion, the floating hour markings and the day-date complication. I would have preferred a screw-down crown as well. I think the case is perfectly well made. So overall, a really nice package, which is really hard to compete with if you're a micro brand or Seiko or another brand. So I'm pretty happy with this watch. It's definitely a holiday beater watch in my collection. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's a big help and it's a motivation to make more watch content for you guys. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. What do you think about the overall package for $300 with this Tissot? Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook and visit my website wristwatchpassion.net. Thank you. Bye.